Okay, so to sum up the final three significant points for the arguments against euthanasia. I first want to bring up the fact that my opponents argued the doctor's influence over the outcome of patients and their efforts towards what they should do. The big problem with that is that legalized euthanasia raises the potential for a profoundly dangerous situation in which the choice of euthanasia is the only affordable option for people. And that kind of goes back to the slippery slope. The fact that euthanasia could become a possibility kind of would benefit the healthcare providers in providing less coverage, and would also make them have motivation to give cash bonuses to doctors to not do what they have to do, which would result in doctors trying to motivate their patients to go towards euthanasia. So the problem with this is that, okay, legalizing euthanasia is going to cause a greater emphasis placed on managed care, like hospices or something. And many doctors are at financial risk when they provide treatment for their patients, and this is found in the arguments against euthanasia on the Euthanasia's website. Managed care facilities are offering cash bonuses to physicians, which, if they don't do as much as they normally would. So really, the physicians are taking on a financial risk by providing more effort and care to their patients rather than do more than they should. So yeah, and then they argued that their slippery slope really doesn't occur in Oregon. Yet one main thing is that the patient's motives in Oregon have kind of changed from, okay, I'm really sick and I'm going to die, to other significant points. Most notable is that some patients, the patients in Oregon, there's a worry of being a burden to family members. This motivation increased in importance from 12% of patients in '98 to 26 in '99, and finally to 63 in 2000. And this came from Oregon's annual reports on the euthanasia enactment. Lastly, in the U.S., legalizing voluntary euthanasia pretty much in indirect means legalizing non-voluntary euthanasia. State courts have ruled that if competent people have a right to end their lives, then the Equal Protection Clause within the U.S. Constitution's 14th Amendment requires that incompetent people given the same right. The 14th Amendment just provides the same rights to everybody. So whether you're depressed, whether you're not in the right state of mind when you're old and dying, anyone would have the right under euthanasia to kill themselves. And lastly, what I want to touch off of most significantly is the fact that Elsa Borst, the former Dutch health minister of the Netherlands, regrets the fact that they enacted euthanasia within the Netherlands. Her regret in the situation in the Netherlands is particularly important significance, given that the country has served as a model for euthanasia advocates in other countries and in our own states like Oregon and Washington. Alex Shannonberg, the executive director of the Euthanasia Prevention Coalition, noted that Canadians currently have a bill before Parliament to legalize euthanasia as an imported Netherlands approach into Canada, proving that the Netherlands have important significance over other countries and states.